Welcome! You're on Vedic Astrology, and this is your August horoscope. Before we begin, an important note. Forecasts here are based on your ascendant sign, your ascendant. This isn't Western astrology, this is Vedic astrology. Check out the first video on this channel, where I explain in detail the difference between Western astrology and Vedic astrology. If you don't yet know your ascendant sign, just send me your date of birth, your exact time of birth, and your place of birth, and I will help you determine it for free. All my contact information can be found in the description under this video. Aries, I have good news for you. Mars, your ruling planet, gains strength all month, and on August 2nd, it makes a move that affects you personally. So, let's delve into the overarching theme and background of this month. For several months now in your fourth house, and the fourth house is the house of real estate, the house of family, the house of mother, and that feeling of being at home. And here stands Jupiter, the planet of growth, generosity, and money, in one of its absolute strongest positions. It generously blesses this specific area. Growth comes through prosperity, through home, through family harmony, and through inner stability. And until August 16th, the sun is right beside it, and it governs your father and everything that becomes visible and official. And unitedly, they reveal and make prominent all that has been accumulating for many long months. Your father may become noticeably more active and involved in home affairs, although some minor friction with him or with elders in the family is possible. This is more of a chance to clarify things than a reason to argue. So on August 2nd, Mars enters the third house in the Gemini sign. The third house is the house of communication, short trips, courage, personal efforts, and interaction with your immediate circle siblings, neighbors, or colleagues. And Mars is responsible for energy, determination, and drive. In this house, Mars's influence only grows stronger over time. Your ruler feels like a fish in water. This can manifest in different ways. It could be a bold conversation you've been putting off finally happens. Or it could be a brief yet significant journey that has the potential to alter your existing plans. Or you might suddenly start writing, shooting videos, blogging, or being more active on social media than usual. An argument with a neighbor or colleague is also possible, which could set everything straight. You could enroll in some brand new courses or perhaps take on a new hands-on skill. Perhaps one of your siblings might unexpectedly reach out and get in touch with you. What could be the downside of this energy? Your speech might become sharper, and disputes or even quarrels could flare up quickly. So keep a close watch on your tone, particularly with those closest to you. It would be wiser to redirect this energy towards your work or studies instead. There's also a hidden gift here. In Vedic astrology, planets don't just reside in houses. They cast their rays of influence upon other houses. Mars, from your third house, aspects the 10th house, which is the house of career, status, and professional accomplishments. And thanks to this specific aspect, you will acquire additional resolve and energy, particularly concerning your professional endeavors. And Jupiter also casts its own aspect on this same 10th house. Because of this influence, Jupiter's fortune and backing are infused with Mars's energy, thus ensuring a favorable outcome for your endeavors. And two powerful forces are simultaneously providing support for your professional sphere. During these weeks, money also flows in through communication, negotiations, self-promotion, and direct discussions about your salary. So don't be shy, voice it, and you will be heard. On August 12th, the new moon falls exactly in the fourth house. A new moon is a moment of complete renewal for the area where it occurs. This might manifest as an old family issue resurfacing, one that's long overdue for discussion, or a spontaneous decision to relocate or redecorate. It could also be an impulsive urge to clear out old belongings and embark on a fresh start right at home, or a much-needed conversation with your mother that's been put off for too long. Don't be afraid if something new emerges. This is your chance to genuinely rebuild your foundation, not just to repaint over the old walls. On August 16th, the sun enters the 5th house in Leo. The fifth house is love, romance, kids, creativity. It's where we find true joy and express our authentic selves. And here, the sun finds itself in its own most comfortable sign, radiating with exceptional confidence and brilliant light. This could manifest as a significant surge of self-confidence, a strong desire to express yourself prominently, to perform, to truly showcase yourself, and to captivate attention. It could be a deep sense of pride in your creations, or perhaps an unexpected recognition of your unique talents. It might even be a vibrant romantic adventure, or simply a heartfelt reason to swell with pride for your children. August 22nd, Mercury joins the Sun in the fifth house. Mercury governs the mind, speech, and the ability to formulate thoughts. And in Leo, it also feels quite comfortable. In the house of creativity, this brings intelligent, witty, and well-presented conversations, perhaps with a child, a lover, or a creative project. And all month long, Ketu, the planet of detachment and intuition, is in this same house. Ketu doesn't calculate, it feels. And in the fifth house of love, creativity, and children, this can work as a way to enjoy the moment without worrying about a script. And taken together, this combination might just spark an unexpected, heartfelt romance that completely flips your usual narrative. It's a surge of creative inspiration, seemingly without a logical cause, which blossoms most beautifully precisely because you're not overthinking it, but rather feeling it. And it could also be a pivotal conversation with a child that sets everything straight, or an unexpected burst of inspiration from a completely different area of life, a light, almost childlike feeling, arising without any specific reason. However, the flip side of Ketu in the fifth house signifies instability, intense attachment, or a feeling that your emotions ignite and then diminish without any clear cause. Therefore, do not mistake this ease for being fickle or unreliable. For everyone who is searching, a new encounter is possible right now, and it will most likely come from where you least expect it. And on August 27th, it's not just a mere full moon, but a lunar eclipse, and it specifically falls in the 11th house of Aquarius. The 11th house is the house of big goals, income, friends, and wish fulfillment. Eclipses aren't just regular full moons. They don't merely illuminate a certain area. Instead, they dramatically bring to light what has been brewing for a long time, bypassing all the nuances. And all month, Rahu is already in this same house, the planet of ambition and unconventional paths to success. And it is exactly in its territory that the eclipse occurs. This might manifest as the sudden realization of a deeply cherished wish that, until recently, seemed nearly unattainable. It could be an unexpected big profit, or an offer that comes out of nowhere from a source you never anticipated. This might involve a shift in your social circle, or among those who share your interests, or perhaps a powerful yearning to achieve something, and that wish will undoubtedly materialize. Incidentally, this eclipse will be visible throughout the entirety of America. One more detail. Venus is in the 6th house, in Virgo, all month. The house of work, health, and your daily routine. However, in Virgo, it unfortunately feels quite uncomfortable, truly not in its element. This can manifest as excessive self-criticism, finding fault with yourself or your loved ones, a minor dietary disruption, or even some hormonal imbalances. You might have an intense desire to perfect everything, and you simply won't be able to stop yourself. There will also be a temptation to incur unnecessary debt or spend money needlessly, so be mindful of your desires and, importantly, your finances. Now, let's briefly go over the topics of health, money, career, and love for August. So, what's in store for Aries health in August? A retrograde Saturn in the 12th house can cause background fatigue and disrupted sleep. And this is a signal to slow down. Don't play the hero. Mars in the 3rd house gives a lot of energy, but watch out for harsh words, as they can affect your nervous system. But Venus in the 6th house and an exalted Jupiter in the 4th house are working in your favor. Right now, self-care and taking care of your body will come easily and with great pleasure, especially when you do it at home in the comfort of your own space and surroundings. What about your finances in August? The first few days of the month are an excellent time to conclude any financial discussions initiated previously, particularly while Mars remains in your second house, the house of finances. After August 2nd, income comes more through words, communication, and self promotion. So negotiate, pitch yourself, state your salary expectations out loud, and you will be heard. Rahu in the 11th house will tempt you with unconventional ways of earning money all month, but it just might work. Check the details. And on August 27th, when an eclipse occurs in this house, income could arrive suddenly and unexpectedly. However, do not be tempted to spend it as quickly as it came into your possession. Career-wise in August, Mars in your third house provides an excellent time for bold professional discussions, negotiations, and self-promotion via text or video. And Venus in the sixth house warms work relations. And after August 16th, when the Sun and Mercury move into the fifth house, your career might take an unexpected turn towards creativity. If your work is connected with self-expression or has a creative nature, you can anticipate receiving some truly pleasant news, especially during the second half of this month. So, what's in store for Aries in love and relationships this August? For couples, the latter half of August, with Sun, Mercury, and Ketu in the fifth house of creativity, love, and children, brings a very candid, sometimes unexpected twist to relationships. You'll feel a strong urge to speak candidly about what your heart genuinely desires. For those who are currently seeking a relationship, K2 in the fifth house could support an encounter unlike anything familiar, and precisely for that reason, it will be valuable. Just don't try to fit this new feeling into your old expectations. The core message for August is this: Aries, this month truly tests your courage not only through your words, but also through your innermost desires. Your current strength truly lies in speaking your mind directly and loving openly, even when it deviates from the usual script or what's expected. And the universe is prepared to grant what you've long harbored deep inside. Have a truly wonderful August, dear Aries. Do not be afraid to boldly speak your mind and express your true feelings, even if it doesn't align with conventional expectations.